Hi, boys and girls. It's Miss Del Buno. In reading, we are learning about holidays and celebrations. We have been thinking about why we celebrate people and important events. One special celebration for people is birthdays. Did you know that everyone has a birthday, but not every birthday is celebrated in the same way? So, we are going to read a book today called Birthdays Celebrating Life Around the World. This book is by Eve B. Feldman, and then the illustrations in this book are very special. They were actually made by children all around the world. And in their illustration, they show you ways that they celebrate birthdays. So, we also have a special note from our author. I'm going to read it to you now. Dear reader, please come to our celebration, which will take you around the world. You are about to find out how birthdays are observed in different countries. Everywhere, people have found special ways to mark the passing of time and the miracle of life. In this way, we are all alike, but different countries have different customs, as you are about to discover. And what they just mean by customs is different traditions, different ways to celebrate this. Children from around the world have created the pictures for this book. They will show you how they celebrate life. We hope you enjoy our special party. And see, if you look at this illustration, this is by Karina Schmidt. She's age 12, so she's 12 years old, and she's from Germany. So after I read the story, you can feel free to go back through the video and pause on each page to look closely at all the illustrations. Birthdays are for spinning around. Birthdays are for lying on the ground. So notice here we have Martha Gale Bitsicum. She's age 9, so she's 9 years old. And this is from the United States of America. So you might connect to the birthday celebration shown here. You might not. So first ask yourself, what are they doing? I notice a picture of a donkey. She seems to be wearing a blindfold and is being spun around. Do you think you know what game they might be playing at this birthday party? Pin the tail on the donkey. That's what I was thinking too. Also notice that there are some decorations, like it looks like they have banners up, confetti, which I love. They also have balloons. So this might be similar and a little bit different than the way you celebrate your birthday. We also see here, we have birthdays are for lying on the ground. This is a photo from, or a drawing from Egypt by a 12-year-old named Meyer Nofal. So notice both people are celebrating birthdays, but the way they celebrate it is going to be different. Time for sitting in a special chair. Time for rising in the air. This is by Lucas Bordas, age 11, from Holland. And this is by Eleanor Meyer Oser, who's 9 years old, from Israel. Happy people making birthday wishes. Happy people eating special dishes. So in Italy, it looks like they gathered outside. They're having special wishes. Do you make wishes on your birthday? This drawings by Fabio Molinini, and he's 11. And then over here we have Michael Gorbachev, who's an 11-year-old from Russia. So notice in both these photos, what's the same way they celebrate is that they're surrounded by people who I would say probably love them and want to celebrate their lives with them. Bread served with tea, hot enough to steam. Bread with hot chocolate and curls of whipped cream. So in Ethiopia, by Rasil Semi, who's age 9. And then we have Alexandra Sorensen, who is a 10-year-old from Denmark. What do you see in the illustrations? Chocolate balls with sprinkles galore. Bits of confetti all over the floor. Oh, that's my kind of birthday celebration. So we have Maurice Poppy, an 8-year-old from Brazil, illustrated this one. Then we have Lillian Campesano, who's a 12-year-old from Guatemala. So ask yourself, is this similar to the way that you celebrate your birthday? Can you connect to this text? Cake with candles, cake with flags. So Sam Faulkner, a 10-year-old from England. Alexandra Sorensen, age 10, from Denmark. Or a surprise with him. Blue cornbread, seaweed soup, or noodles long and thin. So notice they're showing us that people might have special food. So blue cornbread, seaweed soup, or noodles long and thin to celebrate on their birthdays. And it might have a special tradition for what they're going to eat depending on where they're from. Any color, shape, or spice, birthday rice is always nice. Singing and banging with a stick, a choice of presents from which to pick. I wonder if any of my friends celebrate their birthday like this. What do they have here? Person's blindfolded and they're hitting the piñata. Yeah, that's one of my favorites too. So this is from Mexico by Noe Yeshua Santillan, who's a 10-year-old. We also have a Patty Aujian Kim, a 9-year-old from Korea. Showed us that they were picking for presents. Special birthdays, clothes to wear. Time to cut a baby's hair. Oh, getting a special birthday haircut from Fiji. A time to mark a special age, or maybe just a special stage. So we have Vietnam here and Navajo. And remember, boys and girls, you could always pause the video after I'm done reading to go back to the illustrations and really look at them closely. Celebrating life and birth everywhere around the earth. So this is by Roy Nirmala. I'm sorry, let me say that one more time. Nirmala, and this is a 13-year-old from India. So how do you think they're celebrating this birthday? Now that you looked at how some people celebrate birthdays around the world, I want you to share a connection. How do you celebrate birthdays? Do you celebrate the same way as somebody you saw in the text? Or do you have your own traditions? Let us know in Flipgrid. We can't wait to hear. Talk soon.